Hello, this is my first video for some time and it's a little bit of a departure for me. Some time ago I was thinking I need a new project. I need a new project that hopefully will be creative and who knows, I might even make a few bob out of. I was thinking about selling photographs at crafts fairs, but everyone does that. I wanted something photographic which was a little bit different from other people. I started playing with something that I learnt about nearly 50 years ago, and that's cyanotype printing. Here's an example. I've been playing with this for a couple of months. I have been laying out frames in the garden and people started asking me what I was doing. I explained what was going on. One or two of them said, well, you should run a course on that. So I designed a children's course, really designed for Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4 children who would be doing art at school. Turned out that wasn't the market. Turned out that the market was their mums and their grandmums. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm preparing for a couple of cyanotype printing courses locally, and this series of videos, which I'm going to put in a separate playlist, are to support those courses. So this particular video I'm going to show you how to do cyanotype printing at its simplest, like the one I've just shown you. Let's try that one again. Here I have a very simple cyanotype print made with a stencil. I'm going to show you how I did that, and then over the next few videos I'm going to look at dry cyanotypes, wet cyanotypes, pre-printed paper, printing your own, making your own paper with chemicals. I'm going to look at more about using stencils, about using botanical items. I'm going to be looking at translucent objects. I'll look at layering objects. I'm going to look at digital negatives, and then some other things as well, particularly the use of UV light for when it gets dark. I think it should be quite interesting. So please, if you're interested in what I'm doing over the course of this video, please pay attention to the next one and the ones that follow that, because I'm going to build on this in terms of complexity so that people can pick the level of cyanotype printing that they're comfortable with and just roll with it. It's good fun. So here's me trying to make a cyanotype from a stencil. It's mid-June, pretty light, nice weather, shouldn't be too difficult. I hope you enjoy what follows. So the first part of my print is to use a setting which is fairly low light. I'm going to use this old board here as a base, and I'm going to use some pre-coated cyanotype paper. Let me just take a sheet out. Now if you buy this pre-coated paper, it's really easy to see which is the coated side and which isn't. This side is blue, so it's coated. The other side is white, uncoated. Now before I used some stencils to produce this image that I showed you earlier, I'm going to do a similar thing with stencils, slightly different ones. Here's one of my stencils. When these arrive, they arrive in a sort of translucent plastic. So I've actually sprayed over grey car primer to actually help block out the light. So basically I'm just going to place these on my sheet of cyanotype. And then I need to press them down. I'm actually using 5mm safety glass from a fridge because it's safe, and because the weight of the glass keeps everything perfectly in register while I transport it around. Now I need to take this outside. So it's a nice bright day. It's mid-June. I'm doing this about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's still fairly bright. So excusing the ambient noises, I'm going to get my plate and I'm going to do an exposure for 6 minutes. So 6 minutes starting now. Okay, time to take it back inside. Okay, back inside. I remove the safety glass. Then I remove my 2 stencils. And as you can see, there is a difference now in the paper. What was masked by the paper is now looking distinctly blue. But it's still kind of not what I want, it's the negative of what I want. So I'm going to develop the paper in just plain water. So I'm just going to drop this in here and hopefully you will see a change very soon. As you can see, that the parts of the image which were exposed to the light are beginning to turn blue. The parts of the paper which was blocked by the light is remaining white. Well, whitish. Okay, I've left it for about 5 minutes and the blue colour is coming out a little bit better. Let's take it out. Put it back on the board. Let's move this out of the way for the moment. And there you have it. A very, very simple cyanotype print. One thing though. It's like down there because I need a bit of space. One thing. Here's the one that I showed you yesterday. Because it was in fact yesterday that I did it. And you can see they're not the same colour at all. Now, the one on the left, the wet one that's just come out of the water, this will get slightly darker with time. Over the period of 2 or 3 days, it oxidizes, the chemicals react with the oxygen in the air, and we get a slightly darker image. Will it go as dark as the one on the right? Well, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the case. So, if you want to find out, watch the next video.